Good afternoon. I respect all delegation. I'm leading this session and today we are gathered to discuss a very important theme, namely human trafficking in ASEAN. Before we start the discussion, let me provide a more detailed explanation of this theme. Human trafficking in ASEAN is a significant issue involving the recruitment, transportation, and exploitation of individuals, workforce, fraud, or extortion. It encompasses various forms, including forced labor, sexual exploitation, and forced marriage. Factors distributing to human trafficking in ASEAN include poverty, lack of education, gender inequality, and weak law enforcement. All delegates I mentioned are welcome to raise their flag. Vietnam, Cambodia, Brunei, Singapore, Indonesia. We will start by hearing the view of each delegation. First of all, we will listen to statements from the ASEAN delegation with 1 and 5 minutes per delegate. Vietnam, please.
Thank you to the Jen for allowing us to speak and thank you for all the documents. Human trafficking is a serious violation of human rights and is a significant problem in the ASEAN region, including Vietnam. Vietnam recognizes that human trafficking is a serious and harmful human rights violation. Our country is determined to cooperate with the international community in joint efforts to eradicate human trafficking globally. First, we believe that efforts to prevent human trafficking must start with eradicating root causes such as poverty, inequality, and lack of education. Second, our country emphasizes the importance of cooperation between countries in the exchange of information and intelligence to combat human trafficking networks. And the last, Vietnam emphasizes the need for adequate protection for victims of human trafficking, including access to necessary medical, psychological, and rehabilitation service. Vietnam recognizes the gravity of human trafficking and has taken significant steps to address the issue. However, ongoing challenges remain, including the complexity of trafficking networks, corruption, and lack of resources. To strengthen the fight against human trafficking, Vietnam should continue to enhance cooperation with ASEAN countries to disrupt trafficking networks, improve law enforcement training to better identify and prosecute traffickers, encourage support for victims to ensure their safe recovery and reintegration to society. Thank you.
Thank you for the delegate from Vietnam. Cambodia, please.
Thank you to the chairs of the session and all delegates to give me the opportunity. The following is the response of the Cambodian state regarding this problem. Cambodia is a democratic country which is a partner in advancing the prosperity of peace and security in the Asian region. Recently, a number of problems have become a common concern, one of which is human trafficking. A country, Cambodia has committed to taking the fight against human trafficking seriously. We understand that human trafficking is a serious and devastating violation of human rights, and we are committed to protecting our citizens from this exploitation. Cambodia has taken concrete steps to address this issue, including: number 1, strengthen laws and policy to protect victims of human trafficking and prosecute perpetrators of justice. Number 2, increase cooperation with neighboring countries and international organizations in preventing, detecting, and processing human trafficking. Number 3, develop educational programs and public awareness about the risks and sides of human trafficking. Number 4, increase protection and assistance for victims of human trafficking, including rehabilitation and reintegration service. Cambodia believes that strong collaboration and coordination between the government, international institutions, and civil society organizations is key to effectively addressing the issue of human trafficking. We stand ready to continue participating in global efforts to end human trafficking and ensure justice for all victims. Thank you for the chair and all delegates.
Thank you for delegates from Cambodia. Next, Brunei Darussalam, please.
Thank you to the chairs of the session and all delegates who give me the opportunity. The following is the response of the Brunei Darussalam state regarding this problem. The government of Brunei Darussalam has taken a firm stance against human trafficking domestically. Brunei's policies to address human trafficking include reporting, monitoring, testing, law enforcement, and case management. Brunei Darussalam government policies to address human trafficking include the government has established a hotline where victims can send and report human trafficking. Solution for addressing human trafficking in the ASEAN region focusing on Brunei Darussalam. The government should strengthen training and monitoring to identify and manage victims of human trafficking. Cases of human trafficking in Brunei Darussalam over the past 10 years include: there are cases indicating that over 100,000 foreign workers in Brunei may have been victims of human trafficking. Report of women being gathered in Brunei to obtain work permit and walls and move to Malaysia suggests Brunei may be used as a transit point from human trafficking. Report of women being gathered in Brunei to obtain work permit and move to Malaysia suggests Brunei may be used as transit point for human trafficking. Solution for addressing human trafficking in the ASEAN region focusing on Brunei Darussalam include the government should strengthen training and monitoring to identify and manage victims of human trafficking. Government should strengthen training and monitoring to identify and manage victims of human trafficking. The government should strengthen training and monitoring to identify and manage victims of human trafficking.
Thank you for delegates from Brunei Darussalam. Next, Singapore, please.
Thank you to the chair of the session and all delegates who give me the opportunity. The following is the response of the Singapore state regarding this problem. Human trafficking is a global problem that continually threatens human rights, security, and national integrity. The Asian region, with its various countries that have complex land and sea border, is susceptible to human trafficking for sexual exploitation, forced labor, and organ trafficking. Therefore, Asian countries must work together to effectively address this threat. And we analyze human trafficking in ASEAN through 3 points. And point 1, main cause of human trafficking: property, economic inequality, lack of law enforcement, and corruption are the main factors that enable human trafficking to thrive. And point 2, types of human trafficking. The most common form of trafficking are for sexual exploitation, forced labor, and organ trafficking. And the last point, entry point and routes. plan border inequality, supervise, support, and the practice of using for document are common entry points for human trafficking. And we propose of series of solutions that can be implemented to tackle human trafficking in Asia. And the point one, strengthen regional cooperation, establish effective communication and coordination network among Asian countries to exchange information and share best practice. And the point two, stronger law enforcement, implement stricter laws against human trafficking perpetrators, increase training for law enforcement officials to identify and handle human trafficking cases. And the point three, victim protection, provide rehabilitation and reintegration centers for human trafficking victims to help them start a new life. And the point four, public awareness campaign, launch public awareness campaign across Asia to educate the public about the dangers of human trafficking and how to report it. And the last point, collaboration with international organizations, establishing partnership with international organizations such as the UN and Interpol for additional resources and support. Expand cross-border cooperation to prevent human trafficking perpetrators from moving to other regions. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for delegates from Singapore. Next, delegates from Indonesia, please.
Thank you to the chairs of the session and all delegates who gave me this opportunity. The following is the response of the Indonesia state regarding this problem. Indonesia has demonstrated a strong commitment of efforts to tackle human trafficking, both at the nation and international levels. The following are some examples of Indonesian commitment in this regard. One is national policy. The second is Center for Handling Trafficking in Persons. 3. International cooperations. 4. Education and awareness campaigns. 5. Law enforcement. And the human trafficking situation in Indonesia, like in other countries in ASEAN, is complex and diverse. The following is a general overview of the human trafficking situation in Indonesia in the ASEAN context. Number 1 is human trafficking cases. Indonesia experiences human trafficking cases involving sexual slavery, worker exploitation, organ trafficking, and child trafficking. Number 2, drivers and causes. Its many various factors encourage human trafficking in Indonesia. Number 3 is human trafficking routes. In Indonesia is in a strategic location in Southeast Asia. And number 4 is victim protection. Although there are efforts to protect victims of human trafficking in Indonesia. Number 5 is regional cooperation. Indonesia is active in regional cooperation in ASEAN to overcome human trafficking. Number 6 is challenge and further actions. Challenge in dealing with human trafficking in Indonesia include a lack of coordination between institutions. Here are some appropriate solutions to consider. Number 1, strengthening law and law enforcement. Number 2, precautions. Number 3, victim protections. Number 4, regional cooperations. Number 5, additional of structural causes. Number 6, monitoring and evaluations. Through the combination of this solution, it is hoped that we can reduce the prevalence of human trafficking in Indonesia and increase protection for victims and law enforcement against protectors of this crime in ASEAN regional as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you for delegates from Indonesia. After the rebuttal session, we will have a coffee break session. This time can be used to collaborate and discuss informally with other delegates to reach an agreement. This session will last 10 minutes starting now. We return to court. Now, let's listen to the resolution statement from each delegation with a time 1 time 5 minutes. ASEAN delegates, please provide your resolution. 3.
Thank you to the chairs. This is the solution from us, Singapore and Indonesia. Number 1 is strengthening law and law enforcement. Strengthening law, it is necessary to review and update existing law to strengthen protection for victims of human trafficking and provide stricter sanctions for protectors. Effective law enforcement is increase the training and capacity of law enforcement office in detecting, investigating, and prosecuting human trafficking cases effectively. Thank you.
These are our solution of Cambodia, Vietnam, and Brunei Darussalam. To address human trafficking in the Asian region, several solutions can be implemented. Strengthening cross-border cooperation, enhance collaboration among us, ASEAN countries to improve information sharing, joint investigation and law enforcement efforts. Implementing comprehensive legislation, enact and enforce robust and anti-trafficking laws that criminalize all forms of human trafficking and provide education, protection for victims. Enhancing victim support service, develop comprehensive victim support programs that include shelter, legal assistance, healthy care, and psychological support to aid in the recovery and reintegration of survivors. Increasing awareness and education, conduct awareness campaigns and educational programs to inform communities about the dangers of human trafficking, how to identify potential victims, and how to report suspicious activities.
After listening to the resolution from all delegates, I as chair will provide the result of discussion as chair in decision. The resolution from Corporation of Singapore and Indonesia is: first, strengthening law and law enforcement. Strengthening law, it is necessary to review and update existing laws to strengthen protection for victims of human trafficking and provide stricter sanctions for perpetrators. Second, effective law enforcement. Increase the training and capacity of law enforcement officers in detecting, investigating, and prosecuting human trafficking cases effectively. The last is the resolution from the Corporation of Vietnam, Cambodia, and Brunei Darussalam. The first is strengthening cross-border cooperation, exchange collaboration among ASEAN countries to improve information sharing, joint investigation, and law enforcement efforts. Second is implementing comprehensive legislation, enact and enforce robust anti-trafficking laws that criminalize all forms of human trafficking and provide adequate protection for victims. Third, enhancing victim support service. Develop comprehensive victim support program that include shelters, legal assistance, healthcare, and psychology support to aid in the recovery and reintegration of survivors. Fourth, increasing awareness and education. Conduct awareness campaign and education program to inform communities about the dangers of human trafficking, how to identify potential victims, and how to report suspicious activities. That's all we have reached at the end of today's session. Thank you to all delegates who have actively participated in discussing this very important issue. Our session is closed. kamu semua. Cepat. Udah mulai ini. Coba. Wih.